Imagine losing the land your family had farmed for generations. Imagine watching powerful landowners seize your village while ordinary people were left with nothing. Now imagine standing up against a dictator, facing an army with little more than courage, determination, and the belief that justice belonged to everyone. His famous words would echo through history. "It is better to die on your feet than to live on your knees." To some, he was a rebel. To millions of poor farmers, he became a hero. This is the extraordinary story of Emiliano Zapata, the revolutionary who fought for land, liberty, and dignity. Emiliano Zapata was born on August 8, 1979, in the village of Anenquilco in the Mexican state of Morelos. His family were farmers who depended on communal land to survive. But during the long rule of Porfirio Díaz, wealthy landowners expanded massive estates, often taking land from local communities. Villages that had cultivated their fields for generations suddenly found themselves pushed aside. As a young man, Zapata witnessed neighbors losing their livelihoods. Those experiences shaped the cause that would define his life. When peaceful appeals failed, Zapata reached a difficult conclusion. If justice would not come through words, perhaps it would come through revolution. In 1910, the Mexican Revolution erupted. Francisco I. Madero called for an end to Porfirio Díaz's dictatorship, and Zapata joined the uprising. Farmers, laborers, and villagers rallied to his side. After Díaz left power, many expected land reform to follow. Instead, progress was slow. Disappointed, Zapata believed the revolution's promises were being forgotten. In 1911, he issued the Plan de Ayala, demanding that land taken from villages be returned and that large estates be redistributed. His fighters adopted the powerful slogan, "Land and Liberty." For thousands of rural families, these were more than words. They were a vision of justice. But fighting a dictator was only the beginning. Soon, Zapata found himself opposed to former allies as political struggles intensified. Leading the Liberation Army of the South, Zapata became known for his close relationship with ordinary villagers. His fighters knew the forests, mountains, and valleys of Morelos. Rather than relying on large conventional battles, they often used swift movements and local knowledge to challenge stronger forces. Zapata encouraged discipline among his troops and insisted that villages supporting the movement should be respected. As the revolution continued, governments rose and fell. Alliances shifted, but Zapata remained focused on one goal: returning land to the people who worked it. His determination earned him admiration from supporters and made him a dangerous enemy in the eyes of powerful political leaders. Unable to defeat him on the battlefield, his enemies turned to another strategy, one that would change history forever. In 1919, Colonel Jesus Guajardo appeared to offer support for Zapata's cause. It was a carefully planned deception. Believing negotiations were possible, Zapata rode to the hacienda of Chinameca for what he expected to be a meeting. As he entered the gates, soldiers opened fire. Emiliano Zapata was killed on April 10, 1919. He was only 39 years old. His death shocked Mexico. Many refused to believe he was truly gone, convinced that their leader would one day return. Although Zapata did not live to see every goal achieved, his ideas survived. The demand for land reform continued to influence Mexico for decades. Today, Emiliano Zapata remains one of the most recognized symbols of social justice and agrarian rights in Mexican history. His image appears in murals, monuments, books, and public memory as a reminder that the struggle for fairness often requires extraordinary courage. He never sought wealth. He never fought for a throne. He fought so that ordinary families could keep the land beneath their feet. His battle was not simply against powerful men. It was for dignity, justice, and the belief that freedom should belong to everyone. True leadership begins by standing alongside those whose voices are rarely heard. Emiliano Zapata's life reminds us that lasting change is often driven by courage, conviction, and a commitment to justice, even in the face of overwhelming odds.